Hello and welcome to this little video where I will for a few minutes ramble on about why I think that a new dimension is being added to Minecraft. This has to do with the big structures in the ancient cities down with the warden that's being added in the wild update, but I don't think that this update is when it's coming. What I do think is that they're preparing for it so they can add it in a later update, and I also have an idea of when the portals will be openable, like when you can open them. First off, I'm going to start with why I think that the big structures in the ancient cities are indeed portals. Of course, we have the thing where the smaller versions of the build is called something like small portal statues, but that's not actually why I think it's a portal, though it does help my case. My theory focuses on other things, more lore-based kind of. So let's start off with having a quick look at the already existing portals in the game. There are kind of 4 types, but I'm not actually counting all of them. I only care about 2 of them really, but we'll speak about 3, and I feel like I should say why first so we kind of start off on the same page. The 4 portals in the game are the Nether Portals, the End Portals into the End Portals out of the End, and the baby portals that you can take out to the outer islands or into the main island in the end. The ones I don't really want to count are the last 2 ones here. The baby portals in the end I straight up don't count because they don't actually take you between dimensions. They only take you within the same dimension that they are, so they're kind of more of an extension of the big fountain portal that takes you out of the end. The fountain portal I personally wouldn't count either, just because my theory kind of focuses on the man-made portals and I don't really see the fountain as man-made. And when I say man-made, I don't mean like that you, the player, have or can build it, but more the idea that someone or something like you could have built it at some point, like within the lore of Minecraft. But I will still include it in this theory because just because I don't see it as man-made doesn't mean that it isn't. And excluding is maybe making it a bit too easy, because like any theory works if we just exclude everything that we don't like. So, with that said, that means that the 3 portals that we are now counting are the Nether Portals, the End Portals into the End, and the End Portals out of the End, the ones that I have been calling the Fountain up until now, just to not mix them up. First off, all 3 portals are made out of a hard to unbreakable block. The Nether Portal is made out of obsidian, the End Portals are made out of End Portal frames, and the Fountain is made out of bedrock. The difference here that I'll mention is the shape, of course, but I don't think it super matters. I have other much bigger issues for the Fountain Portal that I'll bring up later. The second thing that I think it's important to take note of is how you light the portals. The Nether Portals can be opened with fire, well, preferably with flint and steel, but you can get around that, but it needs to be hot. And the End Portals is being opened with Eyes of Ender, and Eyes of Ender again are made from Ender Pearls and Blaze Powder. The Blaze Powder being the thing that connects them again, because that also is a hot item. The last one is of course the Fountain Portal that you open by defeating the dragon, which is just straight up magic, so it's like no hotness. Well, kind of not. And this is where I have to reach a little, but hear me out. The fountain is clearly special. It's a portal that's like a one of a kind in the world. It seems more like a part of the landscape, or maybe built by another race, or like some people have suggested by the Endermen. But we can kind of sneak in some hotness here too, because unlike in any of the other dimension, bedrock in itself is kind of hot, which is the block that the portal is made out of. And what I mean by that is like if we place an end crystal on top of bedrock in the end, it will light like a fire underneath it, which wouldn't be that special if it wasn't for the fact that it doesn't in the overworld or even in the nether. It also doesn't matter where in the end you are, bedrock is just always hot. It's just a warm block. Sure, it's different. It's without a doubt a more magical portal, working in a different way, but because of the end crystal, which are already on fire in the end, like on top of all the pillars, and it needs to be used to respawn the dragon, We have managed to kind of circle back to the point of the other two portals, which is like hard block plus warmth equals interdimensional travel. Even when you find these portals like in the wild, they are surrounded by like hotness or warmth. You have ruined portals, which are usually surrounded by magma blocks and lava, and you could make the case that of course they are. They lead to the Nether, and the Nether is all about that lava and then magma blocks. But that doesn't explain the lava underneath the end portal, or the little pools on the side, because there's no lava in the end. Even the fountain is literally surrounded by pillars that are on fire. And even though torches aren't actually hot in the game, they are literally burning sticks. And there are 4 of them on the portal itself. Why? Maybe to hint at how to get the egg. But then again, if that was the case, why do they spawn back when you resummon the dragon? There's no second egg. If it was for light, you'd just use end rods, would you? Like everywhere else in the end. Even the portal gives up some light itself. By now, you may see where I'm going with this. The new, not portals but maybe portals in the ancient cities are large frames made out of reinforced deep slate, which is a hard block, very blast resistance, and right underneath the portal you find a bunch of burning soul sand, blue flames, which is like the hottest of flames really. It fits right in with the others. Hard block, surrounded by warmth. Now, there is of course a teeny tiny problem here, which is of course, there's currently no way of lighting this not a portal. And I don't think anything we have in the game currently will light it. This is why I'm saying that I think that they are preparing for this dimension to be added, but I don't think it will be added in the wild update. They're making it possible to add this dimension later without having to make another structure in the overworld that can like take us there. They just need a new item now really. So, how and where are we going to get the item that will actually open this portal? It could be found in any of the chests in the ancient cities, or we could get it from killing the warden, but I don't think so. I think we'll find it when the thing that we all have kind of like forgotten is being added, which is archaeology. It was supposed to be added at the same time as the warden, but it got pushed back, so they're already a little bit connected. And on the other, it's the name of the city itself, the ancient city. Archaeology is literally the study of ancient civilizations, people, cultures, and so on. So like brushing your way through dirt and finding a key to a new world sounds absolutely brilliant to me. Mojang has now made the perfect way for them to add a new dimension when it's ready. Maybe they haven't figured it all out yet. Maybe they want to polish up the sad end dimension before they even start on this new ancient dimension. But whatever the reason, they can work on it all, and whenever they feel ready, they can just chuck a new item into the archaeology loot table and bam, new open portal. What will be in there in this new dimension, I have no idea. Probably some kind of boss at least. We all used to think that the Nether was like the scariest part of Minecraft, but with the Warden and Skulkhell family and everything, we see that Mojang has absolutely no issue pushing it and making this lovely block game into some like horror game. So whatever is on the other side, it can't be anything good, but I'm still like super excited for the possibility of it being added. And with that, that's my theory rounded up. What do you think? Does it hold any water or lava? Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you later.